Hey everybody, Michelle here, and it's time for vlogmas number 8, and it's Monday, December the 14th of 2015, and just thought I'd catch you up on what's going on. Haven't made a video for a few days, so I was going to do yesterday, but I'll tell you why I didn't. But let's start on Friday. Friday night, the man and I, we went out to eat at Boomba's. It's a pizza tap house kind of a place. We hadn't gone there before. And I said, well, I wanted to do something different. So, anyways, we went there and that was really good. We got pizza and we had some, it was called potato loaded nachos, and that was really excellent. So that was Friday night, and then Saturday, because the weather was so nice, and we need to do some outside work over at his house, we were splitting wood, so we did a bunch of that and stacking wood, and then he had some shingles that needed to be fixed on the roof of his house, so up on the top of the roof we went, and we were up there fixing shingles, and let me say, the weather was so excellent for it. I mean, I didn't have to wear a coat. I just had a t-shirt on even. I mean, that is so unusual for this time of year in southern Indiana. I mean, it was like 70, 71 degrees. And, yeah. And Sunday was really nice, too. Now, last night, the big storm rolled through, and it rained and rained. And some pretty heavy winds, too. But I think that passed over about half the country, I think. And it's kind of rainy today, but anyway, so it got a little cooler, but still, it is not as cold as it usually is. And I guess it's an El Nino year, so maybe that's affecting us here too, I guess. So, yeah, I don't think we haven't had any snow. I think one day there was like reports of some snow flurries, which I never even saw. And yeah, but normally we have snow by now. So anyways, I'll take the rain over the snow. Anyhow, so let's see, we chopped wood, we fixed shingles on the roof, I raked a bunch of leaves, and he had the mower out and was, chopping up leaves and stuff like that, and yeah, so it was a nice day outside with the man. And then Sunday, he was planning on cleaning out his chimney, getting ready for the winter season, and burning wood, and I was going to go out couponing, so I did. I went out. I was driving my Chevy Impala, and I got my newspapers in the morning like I usually do, and I looked through the ads and decided where I was going to go, and I had a few stores I wanted to go to, and including Rite Aid, of course. But I didn't make it because when I turned my car back on, it was like making this horrible noise, and so I'm like, something ain't right, but let me drive it a little bit just to see, maybe it'll clear up, right? And so I drive like about a mile, and I'm like, it ain't stopping. But now I don't want to stop the car because maybe it won't start again. So I called my man and I said, something wrong with the car. It's making a bad noise. I'm just driving back to your place. I'm like 10 miles away from his house, right? And so I'm thinking, I don't want to have to deal with getting a tow truck on a Sunday morning and everything. And I mean, my insurance, I got free towing if my car breaks down through my insurance. So it wasn't that I was going to have to pay for a tow truck. It was just the hassle of dealing with that. I've done that before. And so anyways, I just decided I'm just going to drive over there. I don't know. And what's wrong with it? Well, halfway there, it pops up a message on the screen. It has this little digital screen, and it tells me if, when it thinks it has problems, because it tells me stuff all the time. And it tells me to service my battery charging system, which means my alternator is dead, right? And I had that happen once. I have a Ford F-150, and I was driving that one day out in the middle of nowhere, and it locked up. It just stopped. Killed the whole truck, and it just rolled to a stop. So I had to deal with that before. And I was like, well, if the car is still moving and that's all it is, then I'm going to drive as far as I can. And so hopefully I'll make it over to his house. And so I was about there and to his house, and then the battery light comes on, and I was like, because the alternator charges your battery. Okay. So, but I knew I was just driving on battery power, but I'm like, now the light's on. It may drain the battery before I actually get to his house, but I made it, fortunately. And so I call around to find an alternator because I'm like, we just may as well fix it today, right? I was going to have to drive to Louisville to get one, was the closest to find one. And so we were trying to get the old one, the broken one, out of my car, and he couldn't figure out how to release this pulley thing that holds the belt onto the alternator. So he calls his friend and says, "Hey, can you come in, show me how to do this?" Well, he comes over and he's like, I think the clutch on your alternator is just broken. It's not your whole alternator, which is a big difference in price. The alternator is like $185. And so, anyways, he's like, we get it off and everything else. He says, just this clutch thing. And he had just replaced one on a minivan. And, but it has like this special, you need a special tool to get it off. Because they don't want people, I guess, just fixing these on their own, right? And, but he said, well, I could take to this place and where I had the one I had fixed, and it only cost him like $35. So he was supposed to be taking that over there today and having that clutch piece fixed, and hopefully that's all that's wrong with it. But if I have to put a new alternator in, then we'll do that. So anyways, I was trying to make a video of this, so maybe I'm going to have another car repair video on my channel, if my footage is okay. It's kind of funny when I got now two other people involved in this, so, but we'll see. So, hopefully my car gets fixed today. It needs to be fixed. I'm driving my man's Blazer, so, right now, but, because I was at his house and my truck is at my house, Anyway, so, that's what's been going on. That's why I didn't go out shopping yesterday, didn't make any videos, and we were dealing with that, because after we got done messing with the car, and then we need to clean out his chimney, because that was the original plan. So we got on that and cleaned out his fireplace and stuff like that. And that's always a big mess, because he's got a buck stove insert. So that's really heavy, and getting that moved out of the way so he can properly clean the chimney out and behind this buck stove and everything. So anyways, that's what we've been up to. Oh, the past 3 days. It's been kind of crazy, so I'm off work today, and I'm taking off work tomorrow also. I had a lot of vacation time. I think I said that in another video. I had a lot of vacation time, though. I just took a bunch of seemingly random days off from work, but I was just spreading it out, so I have short work weeks until the end of the year. Anyways, I just thought I'd share a couple of other things with you guys. I got this calendar in the mail from Pillsbury, and it's got recipes in it and everything. Course, using Pillsbury products, but I've been getting calendars from Pillsbury and Betty Crocker on and off probably for like the last 10 years, or maybe even more. I don't even know. I don't know how I got on Betty Crocker's mailing list. I don't know, it's so long ago, but I mean, I like registered on their website, but just about every year for like the last 10 years, one of them has sent me a calendar. So this year I got a free Pillsbury calendar, and like a lot of those, like any company that you really like in craft has started a lot more on their website as well. Go on there, register, tell them you want to get their newsletters and email and stuff like that, and then you end up with stuff like this in the mail. Yeah. So I thought I'd share another gift that I had gotten. Actually, I got this back at the cookie exchange that I went to, but I just did never share it. I didn't have it with me when I made my video for you guys. But anyways, so just this bag, and she just gave something to everybody. And so there's a mitten cookie cutter there, which actually I picked this one because that green matches my kitchen. And anyways, the candy cane and some recipe note cards, and a little baking dish, or you could use it for whatever you want, but it is a baking dish. You can make a little loaf of bread. Anyway, so I just thought I'd share that other present that I got this year, and didn't mean to give you guys a boob shot there. Okay, anyways, that's all for now, and yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys in another video.